Good morning, and thank you very much for attending Police Headquarters today for the announcement of the nomination process for the 2014 Public Hero Awards. The Public Hero Awards recognizes police officers, firefighters, and paramedics for outstanding delivery of services and are selected based on the following three criteria: altruism, dedication, and community involvement. I would like to thank and acknowledge and welcome our guest speakers this morning. Fatih Yugul, Executive Vice President of the Intercultural Dialogue Institute, Deputy Chief Peter Slowly of the Toronto Police Service, Deputy Chief Frank Herlihy, Toronto Emergency Medical Services, Chief Mike Ewell, Durham Regional Police, Inspector Russ Bellman, York Regional Police, Brad Bowie, Community Relations Specialist from Peel Regional Paramedic Services. I would also like to welcome the students being recognized today: Narika Labidi, Robert Lagias, Hannah Ellington, and Jessica Harris. For over 37 years, Dave Ralph has been involved in public safety and 911. In January 1974, he served as a communications operator, then as a senior communications operator with the Toronto Police Service, as well as being assigned to the Police Communications Education Unit and Audio Tape Review Section. In 1981, he joined Toronto Emergency Medical Services as an emergency medical dispatcher and was promoted to senior emergency medical dispatcher in 1991. In 1995, he was promoted to system control supervisor. 5 years later, Dave was promoted to Commander, Communications, Education, and Quality Improvement, and continued on to becoming Commander of Community Safeguard Services for Toronto Emergency Medical Services. Dave retired from the Toronto EMS in 2011, but continues to share his knowledge as an advisor with the Toronto EMS Medical Venturer Scouts Canada program. Dave is a member in good standing in the International Academy of Emergency Dispatch, a character member and a past president of the Association of Public Safety Communications Officials Canada, and has served as a board member of that association for 5 years. He has also co-chaired the APCO Canada and NENA Ontario 2006 conference held in Toronto, and has spoken internationally on topics of interest of public safety and emergency communications. Dave is currently a member of the Public Heroes Award Committee with Intercultural Dialogue Institute and a member of the Toronto EMS Awards Selection Committee. In his spare time, he volunteers with the Tima Conter Memorial Trust, an organization dedicated to educating and assisting EMS, police, and fire personnel, Canadian military, and corrections service staff on the issues related to post-traumatic stress and critical incident stress. Please welcome Dave Ralph to the podium as your MC this morning. Dave?
Thank you very much, Wendy, for those kind words. I've been associated, as they said, with the IDI for the past 4 years. I was very pleased to nominate one of last year's award winners. I'm very excited that we've expanded the program to include our GTA emergency services. I won't take up too much more of your time. I think Wendy said it all. It's my very great pleasure to introduce Deputy Chief Peter Slowly of the Toronto Police Service to present our first award. Chief Slowly.
Well, thank you very much, folks. And I just want to welcome all of our GTA Emergency Services partners to Toronto Police Headquarters on behalf of Chief Blair. And a special thank you to the folks who've organized this event, the Intercultural Dialogue Institute of the GTA. This is becoming a bit of a tradition for us, where we have a great community partner who is willing to step forward and, quite frankly, honor our emergency services providers who step forward not just up to the line of duty, but go beyond the call of duty in what they're doing. Acts of bravery, acts of self-sacrifice, acts of altruism, dedication, and community involvement that are being recognized. You know, there's a great saying that, it's one thing to be recognized by your supervisors. It's another thing to be recognized by your peers. In policing and in emergency services, it's yet another thing to be recognized by members of the public, and that's what this is all about. I'm very pleased to be joined here by leaders from across the GTA and emergency services to participate. My small role in this, to get right to it, is to recognize an outstanding young lady who has been doing some great work in the community, and this is Narika Labidi. Norica is a 23-year-old who recently came to Canada from St. Lucia. She's a mother of a 3-year-old, and since moving to Human House, which offers support for teenage mothers, Norica has been able to mobilize local residents in order to create a strong, safe, and united community. She has worked with Toronto Community Housing to address safety concerns, and she volunteers with the Toronto Police Service's 31 Division Community Police Liaison Committee. She's participated in a number of Toronto Police programs, including Survivor Girl, which is part of an outward-bound program with young people out into the rural areas of the province to learn leadership skills and be mentored by some of our best Toronto Police Service members. In a short time, Norica has emerged as a true leader, even earning the Duke of Edinburgh's award. She is now working towards becoming a police officer, and we just started hiring again, so the possibilities of getting her on in uniform are great. Mike, keep your hands off her. It's Toronto Police property. So that might be a little girl that's related to Norica, but I just want to invite Norica up here to receive her award. Congratulations.
Well, that's our first award, and we have a few more today. I'm going to introduce the Executive Vice President of the IDI Toronto to give you a little bit more information about the Public Heroes Awards, and he has some announcements as well. Fatih Hugal.
Chief, Deputy Chiefs, members of the media, dear guests, welcome to the media launch for the 4th Annual Public Heroes Awards ceremony. And this year, as mentioned, we extended the scope of the awards to whole GTA from just being in Toronto. So the services all around in GTA, York, Peel, Durham, and Toronto will be included. Simply put, Intercultural Dialogue Institute is a non-profit organization whose purpose is to advance social cohesion via personal interaction by promoting respect and mutual understanding among people of all cultures and faiths through dialogue and partnerships. To achieve this goal, we organize cultural and educational activities such as seminars, conferences, discussion panels, award ceremonies, luncheons, interfaith family dinners, and cultural exchange trips. And this is the 4th year the IDI GTA is giving out Public Heroes Awards. And the awards is just one way of, as the community is one way of honoring the excellent work that police, firefighters, and paramedics do each and every day. Just the ice storm we experienced a few weeks ago is a good example how these people worked extensively for the comfort of the community. They even canceled their Christmas holidays and worked really hard. And we learned from Chief Sales of Toronto Fire that Toronto Fire received 10 times the normal call volume in the first 2 days of the ice storm. And I believe these figures were no different for the other emergency services. So we are grateful for the great job they did for our city and our region. The award recipients for the Public Heroes are selected on 3 criteria. As mentioned, this is altruism, dedication, and community involvement. And today, this media launch marks the start of the nominations for this year. And this year, we're opening up to the whole public. So members of the public can go online and nominate a police officer, a paramedic, a firefighter who works in any service within GTA. And today, we're giving awards to students who are going to be who are expected to be future paramedics, firefighters, and police officers, and who are hopefully to be the public heroes of the future. And I would also like to note that the Public Heroes Award ceremony this year will be held on April 23rd at Japanese Canadian Cultural Center. So once the nominations are over, a hosting committee composed of distinguished members of our community will be selected, voting for them, and will be selecting the recipients. So there will be 4 recipients of fire, 4 recipients of firefighters, 4 recipients of paramedics, and 4 recipients of police officers from each region. Let me just remind you the members of the hosting and selection committee. Armand Labarche, former chief of York Police. Bruce Farr, former chief of Toronto EMS. Bruce Newton, superintendent Toronto EMS. Chuck Mercier, mayor township of Scugog. Colin Carey, MP Oshawa. Dave Ralph, who is our MC today, retired commander Toronto EMS. Jagmeet Singh, MPP, Bramalea, Gore and Malton. Johnny Bobley, Constable, Toronto Police, who is here with us today, Johnny. And Mitzi Hunter, MPP, Scarborough Guildwood. Rahul Bardwash, President and CEO of Toronto Community Foundation. Rick Stubbings, who is also here with us today, Staff Superintendent, Toronto Police, Rick. And Tony Warr, former Deputy Chief of Toronto Police. Usha George, Dean, Faculty of Community Services, Ryerson University. And William Stewart, former Chief of Toronto Fire Service. Before I leave the stage, I would like to thank Deputy Slowly and Staff Superintendent Rick Stubbings, Sergeant Mandeep Mann, Constable Renato Valdez, and Constable Johnny Bobley and Toronto Police Service for hosting today's media launch and for all the support they've been giving. And hopefully next year we're planning to do the media launch at the new headquarters of York Police. Thank you very much for your attention, and thanks for coming.
Thank you very much, Fatih. I think we all have a better understanding. I can't encourage the members of the public. This is the first year that we're seeking public nominations along with peer nominations from our staff to get out there. The website is live right now, Fatih, or yeah, it's live right now. And I'm certainly sure Fatih will be giving us that website. To make our second award, it's my pleasure to introduce Deputy Chief Frank Herlihy of the Toronto Emergency Medical Services. Frank.
Ladies and gentlemen, fellow emergency services colleagues, and members of the IDI, I'd like to thank you again for including Toronto EMS for the second year. On behalf of the men and women of Toronto Emergency Medical Services, I want to thank you for your public recognition to our employees. I know that they would tell you that it's simply serving the public, a job that they love and they're privileged to do. But nonetheless, we appreciate your recognition, thoughtfulness for this honor. I'd like to introduce the paramedic that we'd like to recognize this morning. We have chosen Robert Legas. Robert is a certified paramedic currently enrolled in the Toronto EMS vigorous pre-work orientation program. He's a new employee who we make sure that they're capable to go out and serve the public, so we put him through his works. He has to prove himself still. He joined Toronto EMS after a career not only in the New York Stock Exchange, but also as an English teacher in Taiwan, South Korea, and Japan. And before today, I've never met the gentleman, and I'm just totally impressed, and I know we have the right candidate. Robert has already worked in the field of paramedicine, serving Hamilton, Peel, and Simcoe. And his heart has always been drawn to Toronto, where he lives here with his wife and baby daughter. We are fortunate to have him successfully pass the recruitment process and to be part of our organization. Robert is a role model student and paramedic. He demonstrates his professionalism through collaborative teamwork, strong patient care skills, and a strong ability to work independently when required. He presents everything which encompasses the compassion a paramedic needs, which includes calm, grace, maturity, essential for delivering patient care. Because of this, there is no question that Robert's name deserves to be brought forward to you. I have no doubt that he will continue to act as a role model for his 40 classmates in this year's program and to serve the residents of the City of Toronto. Robert, would you like to come forward?
Well, as these press conferences, congratulations, Robert, and thank you very much, Frank. As these press conferences are always fluid, turns out that I get to tell you about the website to nominate your public hero. And it's pretty simple, publicheroes.org. So you can go there now, and if you know somebody who is dedicated to their organization, is some community involvement, either on the job or off the job, I've met hundreds of them, and are very altruistic in nature. Please help us acknowledge the public heroes from the emergency services in the GTA. Next up, it's my pleasure to introduce the Chief of Durham Regional Police, Mike Yules, to introduce our next award recipient. Thank you.
Well, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Fatih and Azim and all of our friends at IDI. It's been great working with you all over all of the past several years. The Durham Regional Police Service has had the privilege to watch Hannah Elkington live, teach, and share the philosophy of Ubuntu to youth and community members throughout the Durham region for the past 3 years. A native of KwaZulu-Natal, Africa, Hannah has never left her roots or passion to give back to her community and those who live within it. Ubuntu is a Nguni Bantu term roughly translating to human kindness. Hannah's dedication and passion for positive youth and community engagement has reached out to a multitude of students, families, and community members in the Durham region. Hannah was employed by the Durham Regional Police Service on June 28, 2010, as a youth and policing summer student. Hannah enrolled into the Policing Foundations program at Durham College, where she is currently recognized by faculty and peers as a role model with strong leadership, skills, and ethics. Hannah continued her summer student employment with Durham Regional Police as a team leader and assumed the role of Youth and Policing Coordinator in 2012. Hannah is an individual who pushes her limits and challenges herself to grow. In 2012, Hannah became a student ambassador with Impossible to Possible, an interactive educational program that encourages youth to reach beyond their perceived limits by using adventure to educate, inspire, and empower. She completed an 8-day running expedition that covered over 400 kilometers through the Kalahari region of Botswana, Africa. Due to her outstanding leadership and commitment to the program, Hannah was asked to participate as a support member in a 2013 Peru expedition. Hannah is a natural leader who possesses the ability to encourage, empower, and inspire others to believe in their own abilities to make the community a better place, to live, work, and play, the true essence of Ubuntu. The Durham Regional Police Service is extremely proud to nominate Hannah Elkington to be the nominee for the Public Hero Awards for 2014. Hannah?
Congratulations to Hannah, and thank you very much, Chief Yules, for those fascinating remarks. I'm going to have to speak to Hannah later on and learn a little bit more. We'll just keep moving along, and just in case you didn't get it the first time, the website to nominate your public hero in the GTA, Durham, Peel, York, and Toronto is publicheroes.org. It's my pleasure to introduce Inspector Russ Bellman of the York Regional Police, who will present our next Acknowledgement Award.
Good morning, everybody, and on behalf of Chief Eric Jolliffe and the over 2,200 men and women of York Regional Police, I'd like to thank IDI for inviting us to attend this presentation today. York Regional Police would like to recognize Jessica Harris with the 2014 Public Heroes Award. Jessica is a second-year student at Laurentian University in Sudbury, pursuing a Bachelor of Sport and physical education. And Jessica aspires to be a police officer with York Regional Police. Jessica was a summer student with York Regional Police last year in 2013, and she plans to return this coming year for 2014. In her summer student role, she was an enthusiastic and energetic young lady who worked tirelessly on the 2013 Special Olympics Ontario Summer Games, which were hosted by York Regional Police in July. Jessica's commitment to her community is very impressive. She's volunteered in numerous roles, including being a peer mentor with her residents at university, as a big sister with Big Brothers Big Sisters of Sudbury. She was also on the student council and on drug awareness committees at school. Jessica has also served as an English as a second language retreat leader and as a peer buddy with Best Buddies of Canada. She has also participated in the Relay for Life for the past 4 years. Jessica has been recognized with several accomplishments, including the Laurentian University Dean's List, Laurentian Residents Female Athlete of the Year, as well as in her high school with the Sacred Heart Senior Girls Athlete of the Year. She was also an honor student for every year of her high school. Jessica is an outstanding example of a young person making a positive difference in the community, and her actions exemplify York Regional Police's motto of Deeds Speak. Congratulations, Jessica. Come on up.
Thanks very much to Ross Bellman, and congratulations, Jessica. We're drawing to the end of the presentation today. I don't like to repeat myself, but I'm going to again. We are here today to look for nominations from peers in the emergency services, paramedics, police officers, firefighters. We're looking for members of the public who may know of an outstanding police officer, paramedic, or firefighter, or perhaps a support person in those agencies as well, who are altruistic in their nature, dedicated to their profession, and are deeply involved in community, their community. Before I close and hand it back off to Wendy if she's here, there she is, wonderful. I'd like to recognize the Community Relations Specialist from the Peel Regional Paramedic Service, Mr. Brad Bowie. He's joined us today. And Brad, we're looking next year to have a student from the Peel Paramedic Service. We'll be talking about that. Thanks very much for coming, Brad. That concludes our formal portion, except for some remarks from Constable Wendy Drummond. Thank you all very much for coming, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.
I just would like to make you aware, the media that are here, our representatives, those that have received awards, and our senior officers are more than welcome to speak with you in regards to today's presentation. I'd also like to take a moment to thank our auxiliaries who took their time out to help us this morning. Once again, the website, publicheroes.org. Make your nominations. Thank you.